Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
I'm Malia.
And I'm Nika, and this is Making Our Mark.
Today, hopefully when we get this published, will be February 24th, which is 1 year since we posted our first episode.
Yay!
So we're 1 years old, everyone.
Oh my god, we're one. Oh my god, it's going by
Wow.
so fast.
Oh my gosh. So exciting episode with exciting people as always.
Oh, of course. We're exciting people.
So do you want to start with your design/art/other shout out?
Yes, of course. I would love to. Okay, let me grab it up. So I saw this Instagram account one day while browsing through Instagram for like 8 hours, of course. Very addicted. Anyways, it's not a problem.
Nika, you have a problem.
I know. But anyways, this designer, their at is at hello, my name is Wednesday. So let me grab.
Oh, you're right. Screen share it. I forgot that we could do that.
I always forget that we can do that. But it's okay. Okay, let me just put this out. Okay, and share. Can we see?
I can see.
We can see! Yay! Okay.
Aww.
So, hello, my name is Wednesday. We'll have it linked in our Pinterest. But anyways, they are an illustrator. And I just love their
They're
illustration.
so cute.
Isn't it? My gosh. And what the post that grabbed me in was this one. For those that can't see, it's like a little video and it says some things. Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
I've forgotten there's multiple.
It was
They're just like,
yeah, things you can do to take care of yourself, I think.
yeah, and they're just like feel good things of like images, and it's just really cute. It reminds me of that little pink dude that I love.
Yeah, definitely like that kind of just cutesy, sweet, wholesome style.
Exactly. And I think in today we just need something wholesome.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I love illustrators like this who are like, it's like a mix of like kid illustrations, but like for adults.
Yes.
So
Oh my
cute.
gosh.
Aww.
And it's really nice. I love the egg ones. They have a little smiley face, which is so cute. The first time I saw it, I actually thought it was a sun until I was like, Nika, that's not it. That's not it.
Oh my god. Y'all, it says eggs on the picture.
Oh my God. But anyways, this is my is it illustrator shout out?
Yeah.
Yes. So that's my illustrator shout out.
Wonderful. My turn.
Yes.
So I found for this week a brand, I think it's a clothing brand or just brand in general, called the Be More brand. So let me share. So the Be More brand, a Baltimore-based brand, and I think that's so clever that it's like Be More as in like Baltimore, like be more, but then also just like be more as like inspirational, you know, like be more, y'all.
Yeah.
And I just love their aesthetic. It's so unique, like the mix of like super sophisticated and sleek with like the funness of like graffiti typeface. And I love the little crown as their logo. I like saw someone wear a hat with this logo on it, and I was like, I loved the logo, but I had no idea where it was from. And then I found this and I was like, this is where it's from.
Yes. Oh my gosh. We love when a logo is so memorable.
I know. Yeah. So I really love this brand.
My goodness.
And it's a Black-owned business. So
yes.
support.
Oh, this is oh, wow.
Instagram's being rude to me. I do have an account. Okay. Well, I mean, I shared it. I'm not gonna log in. Instagram ruining our podcast.
Oh my gosh. Insta, you gotta get your stuff together.
Okay. So our first topic, can we talk about the one I highlighted? Because I'm like really passionate about this question.
Yes, go ahead. You can say.
So individuality in design, is it possible to be completely original? And this is something that I've been like just grappling with, especially this year, just because for some reason recently I've been noticing things that look like projects I've done that I didn't see when I did the project, but I'm seeing now and I'm like, that looks exactly like a project I did. And then I'm like, I'm not original. So it's just like, I feel like, no, it's not possible to be completely original because we're all, you know, like psychology. I don't know if you talk about this in your psychology class, but like the collective unconscious, like we all had the same collective experiences mind-wise. I don't know what I'm talking about. Look it up. But just like the fact that we're all humans and we all have like the same thought processes for the most part. Plus we're always like taking in a lot of the same content, so we get the same influences probably for our work.
Yeah, and I totally agree. And I think it's also like unconscious. So it's like you see it in passing and you're like, oh, I'm so original. Like I designed this, but really you saw it down the street. Or like you saw it in New York or somewhere else.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why I was watching this video with I think his name's Stefan Sagmeister. He's like a famous designer. And like one of his pieces of advice was like, don't go on Pinterest looking for an idea because then you're going to unconsciously take that idea. So I was like, wow, that's really true, because I think sometimes like now I just like going on Pinterest just to appreciate other people's art. Yeah. So like I have to like not go on there looking for inspiration because then I'll just like take that idea.
That's so funny because some of our professors say to look at like Pinterest or other inspirations.
Yeah, they do tell us, they give us ideas for inspiration. So I guess it's like, it's hard to find that balance to like not steal an idea, but get inspired and make it your own. It's really hard.
I think it's just hard also because you have all these established designers before you. Everybody's like, oh, do it this system, do it like this. This was a renowned designer. It's beautiful, like simplistic. Yeah. Whereas today it's like, okay, we have to follow this system. It's clear, straightforward. And I feel like it sometimes doesn't give us room to actually design our own.
Yeah, because we like were taught like the way these like in the Bauhaus, that was like a whole new thing, but now we're being taught the Bauhaus, so it's just like it's not original anymore because we're just like stealing what they did.
Right.
So yeah, I feel like since we've been like design has like been developed, it's not like a new thing anymore. It's like so hard to be original because we're all just like doing the same thing and like things have been done.
Right. It's just also hard because you see all these other like inspirations and then you're like, oh, I did that too.
Yeah.
It's been designed for that artist. And I'm
yeah.
Like, but our professors were like, no, that's wrong. Like, don't do that. That's just like kind of like the disgrace of typography. And it's like, but that person did great for everyone.
It's like, well, if this person can do it. Yeah, it's just hard because I really like coming in as a freshman, I was like, I want to be like super original and I didn't want to like break new ground. But like now I'm realizing like that's so hard to do
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's just like, yeah, I just feel like I can't think of what we could do that would be new
Yeah,
and
I think,
original.
yeah, that's a hard thing to be original.
No, especially since I feel like as artists we're all trying to do that. Like we're trying to do something original,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll just never do it.
Except that one day, there will be that one day where everybody's like, oh my God, this is so original. And
Yeah.
then we'll put our faces on like history books.
Yes, that better happen for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. I do think like that would be funny if in the future they're talking about like work that we've done. That's thinking like really far ahead, but
No, it's so
it's
weird.
just weird to think about, yeah. Because they all started where we did with as students, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So the sadness of not being able to find individuality in design.
That is sad. But like, I think a lot of like professors are like, yeah, you can find like your individuality, like styles and
Hmm.
stuff to make us kind of like, not to say like feel better, but to enlighten us of like, yeah, you can be original, but really you can't really be original unless you're borrowing somebody else's like design principles and like ideas.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh, that's my dad. Hi.
Hello, special guest appearance.
Yes, he's just grabbing my dog Renata.
Aww.
I'm not sure it's like walking time or just sleepy time, you know.
Oh, sleepy time, nap time.
Wait,
Okay.
do you sleep with your dog?
No, my bed is really small. Our big dog sleeps in my parents' bed, and then our little dog will either sleep in my sister's bed or the couch.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't have room in my bed because my bed is like a chair like that you fold into a bed. So
Oh,
there's like no room. There's no room for a dog, especially like our big dog. There's no way he would fit.
oh my goodness. Yeah, my dog sleeps with me 24/7.
Aww.
Like, well, now she's with my mom, but she's very like she's a needy dog. She's like
Oh, a little clingy.
she's clingy. She needs to be in like in a little comfy bed,
Uh-huh.
or she'll just scratch on the door and be
Oh,
like, "What
yeah.
about me?"
Oh, cute. Okay, should we take a break or do another topic?
Let's do another topic and then we can take a break. Do you
Okay.
want to talk about your careers and like what interests you and fascinates you?
Yes, the Malia show.
Yes, it
Um,
is.
so something that I've been like really just like astounded by is like comedy writing.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically because I really like watching SNL and Saturday Night Live and like the behind the scenes of that because
Yeah.
they have to like create a whole show in a week, like the set design, like the props, the sketches themselves, and like the costumes, especially like the political sketches, like they have to like do that super fast. Like if it will happen like this day and then they have to get it done by the next day and like get those costumes. It's just crazy to me that
That's
they
a lot. Like
that
that's a lot of work.
it's so much. And then the show itself too, like they have all the cue cards, and this is fascinating. They have like a behind the scenes of the cue cards. So they have like they use cue cards instead of a teleprompter because teleprompters could like glitch live.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like people whose job it is to like write out all these sketches, but then sometimes they change the sketches, so they have to like rewrite it. And then like sometimes like the day of they're like rewriting the sketches. I'm just like, this is such a stressful environment, but it's crazy that people can do this. Like they still do this all the time. Oh, puppy's barking.
Oh my goodness. Ruff, ruff.
So yeah, I just think that's so interesting, and just comedy writing in general, the fact that people can like be funny purposefully is like like I can't imagine that, because like I feel like for me, I just like in all our friends, we're just like funny like not naturally. I mean just like making comments just like on the fly or whatever. But these people
Right.
have to like write out like scripts and stuff to make people laugh, and I just don't get it. I don't get how you can do that.
I think that's their superpower.
Yeah, you're
Like
right.
I think I'm not a funny person, but like
You
just to I
are.
think but anyways, just like planning the jokes
Yeah.
is just incredible because you're just I've seen some of the SNL skits
Mhm.
and sometimes they're always so on point
Yeah.
to like
Yeah.
the jokes, even if it's like improv and like they just say the joke
Right.
without even being on the script. It's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. Improv is another thing that like really stresses me out. I took a class in high school called theater arts for some reason, and
Hmm.
we had a whole improv section, and this was like my worst nightmare. Doing all these improv exercises, I hated it so much. So I don't know how
Hmm.
people can do that.
Now, I don't know how people can do that either. I had like an improv, well, drama class, and they
Mhm.
had this section of improv
Oh,
in middle school, and I was just standing there like, help me,
that's
God.
so
Like,
scary.
I can't.
Yeah.
But what was nice was that you actually had this like mentality of like, okay, this is what some comedy actors
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Like you say something on the spot and then it's just like, oh my God, this is what they do. This is definitely not what
Yeah.
I'm gonna do. But this is how
Exactly.
they do.
Yeah, that's funny too. Like I feel like we all think like, "Oh, I could be a famous actor or something." And then like when you're in that position, you're like, "Whoa, I could not do this like in front of a
Exactly.
camera or like in front of people."
Mm-hmm.
That's really funny. Um, but then with back to comedy writing, I was watching a video called it was on Conan. I love Conan, the talk show host.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Conan's YouTube channel, and it was called The Setup. So they would like talk to people like stand-up comedians who have been on his show, and they'll like review their whole set. So I feel like that's really interesting if you're like if you want to get in the mind of a stand-up comedian, because they'll like go through their whole set and they'll like talk about their timing and like all this stuff, and I'm like, wow, I never thought about that this is what they have to think about as a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
Oh, like the one girl was saying, Nikki Glazer, she was like, stand up is more about just making the audience comfortable, which I think is so true, because I've always hated stand up because it makes me so uncomfortable when people are nervous and they're like like they're just like failing up there, and I'm like, ooh, like
Mhm.
I feel so bad. I can't watch this.
Right. My gosh. I've watched a couple of stand-up comedies and I don't know why, but like I'll just be sitting there like, "Oh yeah, that's so funny." But then I just like space out. Like I
Yeah.
can't focus myself
Focus,
on one
yeah.
person telling all like the jokes and the stories and how
Yeah.
they implement them. It's like it's sometimes I'm just like I'm lost here, but at the same time that's just me personally, that's just who I am. Like sometimes I get lost in somebody's like
Yeah, just
lecture in the middle of it and I'm
in
here like
regular life, we're having a conversation and Miko's like, what?
doesn't
Yeah.
happen all the time though. It's okay.
Yeah. I mean, to have like a whole comedy stand-up routine that's like an hour long,
Yeah.
that's so hard to get the audience to pay attention and like understand. And like I've noticed that because I've watched like John Mulaney's specials, and he'll like just like really quick switch to a new topic, which I guess you have to do.
Mhm.
So
Kind of
to
like, oh what?
Oh,
Say
I was just gonna say to keep the audience interested. Nothing, it was an important sentence.
no, say the sentence.
Oh, just to like keep the audience like with you, so there's no like awkward silence.
Yeah, and like to add on to that, like I think it's just bringing the energy in the
Energy.
room.
Yeah, that's
So it's
true.
not like somebody's just sitting there laughing and then suddenly the topic's very long and then
Yeah, yeah. And then
um,
you're like,
you want the audience to like have their bums at the edge of their seat.
yeah, yeah, that's true. And also with like stand up, the audience is so important. Like I
Mhm.
feel like it's I've heard from some from the interviews that I've watched, like it's hard for comedians now with the pandemic because they're not getting that instant feedback from their jokes.
Right.
So then like they're like second guessing themselves and then they're uncomfortable, then the audience is like then it's just not
Mhm.
good. So that's just like a whole field that's like so wild to me.
It is. I mean, I'm just glad I'm not a stand-up comedian.
I know. I would be so bad because I would be so uncomfortable.
It's like uncomfortable, but also like the jokes, they have to be
Yeah.
that original.
Original, yeah, going back to there's like a lot of there's always like big controversies when people are like caught doing the same joke, but then it's like, did they steal it or did they just have the same idea? Like that's possible.
Mhm.
So that's like a hard field too. And to just always be like writing and then like formulating your script kind of and like
Yeah,
I don't understand how they could say the same thing, like if they're doing a tour and they're saying the same set and have them not be bored by it.
yeah,
That's wild because you have to like make it fun for each new audience, but then you're saying the same thing. So it's like,
exactly. Oh my God. It's just, it's a whole 360, I feel like.
yeah. So I just, yeah, it's something I never would want to do, but I just love watching videos about it, like the behind the scenes SNL. I recommend watching those YouTube videos. They're so fun.
Yes, especially with, I don't know, the song's still stuck in my head, but with Pete Davidson and Timothy Chalamet.
Technical problems. Wait, okay, you're back.
Okay, we're back. We're back. The Yeet song.
I don't think I know that one. I've seen so many SNL videos.
No?
But he was just
Wait.
on, so it was recent, right?
Yeah, so it's with Timothy Chalamet and Pete Davidson.
Let me see.
And it's just
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I do know this. I thought
okay, I was about to be like, who wouldn't know this?
um because this is like when they do like a talk show kind of thing, right?
hmm
I was thinking that they did because SNL they'll also do like their music video stuff, like where they make songs, which is also really funny.
Yeah. Oh my God. I just that was really funny. I was just here like, oh my God. And then towards the end when forgot the actor's name. What's his name that played the host? He was just like at the end he just slapped his is it whose face did he slap? But he slapped one of their faces and was like, no, don't do that.
I don't really remember, but that's funny. Yeah, his episode was a good one.
Mhm.
Like they did one where they were like little COVID particles. That was so funny. I don't know if you saw that
Oh my God.
one.
The
All
talent.
right.
The
Yes.
talent there.
Would you ever want to host SNL?
No.
I think I would never be in that point where I could because you have to be like famous, but I feel like it would be fun just for 1 week to see what they do.
Yeah, like the thing is, I would be the extras. I would be in the best.
Oh, yeah. They do have a lot of extras where I'm like, where did they get them from? Because they have people who are just sitting in the background sometimes, like where they'll need like a fake audience within the sketch. So I'm like, where did they get these people? I want to sit in there.
I know, me too. I feel like that should be like my second job. I'm
Yeah,
just here like,
just
okay,
like
I'll
the
take the
extra who
extra.
doesn't have to act, who just has to like sit there and like.
Exactly. And like I've heard that they get a lot of money. So it's here like,
So I should drop out of college and become an extra on SNL.
you're almost done with college.
Oh, you're
I should
right.
drop out.
I just have to hold on for a little bit. That would be really sad if I dropped that now. I have how many?
That would have been sad. I would have been actually angry. I would have been like, you're almost there. You're
Yeah.
almost there.
So March, April. That's like, oh my gosh, 3 more months.
What?
Like 3 more months left of the semester.
That's so sad. You'll be leaving. I know you laughed, but you'd be leaving.
I know. It's really sad that we never got to like, I don't know, just like meet again before I graduated. Hopefully in the summer, like things will be better.
I hope so with the vaccine and everything.
Yeah.
Get your vaccines if you can. Like,
Yeah. It's
don't play around.
my area it's not I don't know, there's just not a lot of vaccines, I guess, so I can't get it yet.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that wraps up. Yes, we're done with our COVID section of the day.
Yes.
So we will take a break and then we'll be back.
Yay! We're on a break. And welcome back. My
Hello again.
goodness. We were a little bit on a break.
Yes.
Not Ross and Rachel on a break, but you know.
Oh my goodness. Yes, we just broke up. But
we don't believe in that stuff. But anyways, so one of the topics I'm very excited to talk about is the Golden Globe Awards.
Woo!
Yay!
I have to use that more now that I brought it.
My goodness, that's good. But anyway, I also want to say like the Golden Globes is imperfect today. It's still improving with like including
Like all award shows, I think.
Yeah, including like women of color.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still improving. It's still kind of like a lot of like white actresses.
Yeah,
you know,
a lot when you scroll through the things.
But anyways, I also this number one thing I wanted to talk about was the prom musical. To be nominated. Should Corden be the like in the list of being best actor playing a gay man?
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
So I think this is just like for me personally, like I don't think he should have played the part just because movies are saying like, oh, we want more inclusive, diverse cast, etc., etc. But like once you add in an actor is not labeled gay, like I can't. Like you say you want to be inclusive, but that's not being inclusive.
Yeah. To me, it was like very transparent. Like when they came out with the cast, that they were just having some of these people just to get people to watch the movie. Like maybe because they think Broadway doesn't have a super big audience, so like making a Broadway into a movie, they're like, we need to have famous actors for people to watch it. Exactly. Which like they had Meryl Streep. Like, why couldn't you just have her as like your lead in and then have other people? Like, I agree that I don't think he should have been cast at all. And the fact that he was nominated too, like I did not even think he was that good.
I know, me too. I don't watch musicals sometimes, but the only thing that drawed me in was Meryl Streep. Like,
yeah. See, they were good with her. Like, why did they need him? I don't understand.
It's just like I didn't understand most of the time because I'm here like, okay, like I know him as from like the comedy. Wait, he has a show, right?
Yeah, he is a talk show host.
Yeah, so I'm here like, okay, yes, and like the acting wasn't great. Like the thing was like the show was just sometimes like really like that interpretation, but I'm just being kind of technical.
Yeah, I think he started out, he was in Into the Woods, which is another movie that they made from a Broadway musical. And he was in that. So I'm thinking like maybe they're just like, oh, and he also hosted the Tonys, you know, the awards for musicals.
Right, right.
So I guess they're thinking like, oh, he's like big in the Broadway world or something. Like he's like good at musicals. But like, yeah, one, I did not think he was a good actor. He was not a good um straight actor portraying a gay actor, like, or not a gay actor, a gay character. Like I did
Mhm.
not think that was convincing at all. And then third, he's like his English accent, like, or his American accent was so bad. Like he sounded like he was
That
so
was
British.
so cringy. Like, I was just here like, if you can't play an American accent, don't do an American
Yeah,
accent.
I know.
It's like me trying to do a British
A
accent,
British
which
accent.
I can't do.
Yeah,
Like, would
yeah,
never try to even attempt to do a British accent. If it was,
yeah,
just be like around my friends, well, they know that I can't do it.
yeah. Like this is a major film, and he's like, I was like, what? Who did they just give this part to him? Like, did they have auditions? I don't know why he was the final. And then like that he got nominated. I'm like, who decided that?
I know. And it's just like, I don't know. Like, again, they're saying like they want to be inclusive, but is this really showing inclusivity? Like, the
Yeah,
question.
exactly, exactly. There's so many gay actors they could have picked from. I don't know why they picked him.
Exactly.
Another thing I just noticed, Lynn is nominated for Hamilton, which is
Yes.
really exciting, but also I'm like, did they just pick him because Hamilton's like really famous? And
That's
like I don't
so
know if I would have picked him out of all the Hamilton actors. Like I feel like Leslie Odom Jr. in my opinion was better. Um that's just me being a little Hamilton stan.
like, I wish I could like join in the
Oh yeah,
Hamilton.
that's right. You haven't seen
I
it yet.
haven't-
We still have to watch it. I forgot.
It's so sad because it's definitely been out for a very long time.
Yeah.
And
Um,
so it's kind of like, Mika, you gotta get onto this. Like, everybody's watched this show, this
yeah.
musical.
Yeah. I don't fault you though because I first got into it just by listening to the soundtrack, which not a lot of people who aren't Broadway people can do.
Mhm.
And then I saw it when it was in Boston, which was really fun.
Yes. Oh my god.
And then now it's only on Disney Plus, so like you have to have a Disney Plus account to be able to see it.
Which is so sad. Sometimes I wish like some of these companies would just be like, okay, it's free for everyone, because it's not like everybody has like a stable job right now.
I don't understand why. I think it's Peacock, which they have stuff that's free, but there's just ads in it, which I feel like that's fine. Why you can get your money from the ad revenue. Like why do you need to have this subscription? I don't understand.
Like, wait, Peacock is free?
I don't know if it's free like everything on there, but I know they have certain stuff that's free, like certain movies and TV shows are free, or like maybe the membership is free with ads. I forget, but I just know that I was able to see a movie on there for free with ads.
That's exciting.
I
Oh my
know,
gosh,
so
I'm gonna
check out
watch it.
Peacock.
Yes. Definitely not a sponsor, but
Oh, I wish that would be so cool.
that'd be amazing. Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh, Peacock, are you out there listening?
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my god, this would be so exciting.
Yes. Okay. What was technical problems?
We're back, everyone. It's okay. Oh my gosh. And then I also wanted to talk about Music by Sia, which is very controversial right now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what do you think?
So I actually found out about this because the a cappella group that I'm in at our school, we were gonna sing like one of the songs that we've done is one of her songs. So we were gonna sing that again, like for a video or something. But then like they texted like actually we're not gonna do this anymore because of what she did. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I like did all like I like looked it up and I was shocked. Especially that the fact that they picked is it Maddie Ziegler?
Yes.
which like she's picked her before in like her music videos. So it just seems so like they didn't even try. Like she just like picked someone she knew that she liked.
It's just like sometimes bizarre because I'm here like I don't. What I've heard is that Maddie kind of had no choice because she was 15
Oh. Mm.
and Sia apparently is like her godmother. And
Oh.
so it's just like Sia didn't want her to be out of the movie, and Maddie actually
Mm.
raised concerns
Mhm.
on the set saying that like she's not comfortable with
Mm.
playing the character anymore and doing some of
Mm.
the scenes, but Sia was like, no, it's fine, like I'll protect you, but it's kind of like you can't be protected by the media, like
Yeah. Yeah, that is tough.
essentially, like if Maddie had raised concerns, then it's kind of like she should have researched why she raised those concerns.
Yeah. Yeah, at the end of the day, like she is younger. I don't how old is she now? Or how old is she
I
when
think
she
I
did the
heard that
movie?
she was 15 or 16.
Okay, so she was really young. Yeah, I guess she didn't really have a choice. Cause that is something too. This is a little off topic, but like if an actor is in like an offensive movie, is it the actor's fault? Like partly the actor's fault, which I feel like if they're an adult, then kind of because they're like participating in this, you know? Like they could just step back. I know that's their job, but still, like,
And also like talks about the points of like some TV shows and movies where like the kid doesn't have any room to be like, oh, like I don't want to do this or
hmm
that makes me uncomfortable. It's like, no, you have to do it. You're gonna be fine. Whatever. Trust me. Which is kind of terrible because it's like you can't trust everyone. Not to say like you can't trust like everything, but you if you have something in your gut that says this is wrong,
yeah,
then you shouldn't do it.
yeah, yeah.
And I don't know if Sia had that, but it's very questionable.
hmm So I haven't seen the movie or the trailer. Like I haven't seen anything about it. And then I was reading the Rotten Tomatoes, and it said it's got in really bad reviews. And says that it's offensive in its depiction of autism. So I asked Mika like if she agrees. Because have you seen it, or have you just seen the trailer?
I've only seen the trailer, but just me in general, when movies do have like the depiction of like um, children with autism, it's kind of like a no-no for me.
hmm
Like if you want to make a movie about someone who's diagnosed with autism, you should hire somebody who has autism.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or like actually do the research instead of just being blatantly like, oh, this is what they act like, or just do the research. And also like in today, I think we are thinking about the community, and it's just so uncomfortable too. Like when I was watching it, I was just like, this doesn't seem right to me anymore. Like
Mm,
even like TV shows I've seen like in the past, I was okay, but now it's just like, no, this is really uncomfortable.
yeah. Yeah. I just keep seeing like lots of backlash about it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, which makes me wonder why Sia even because you would think if someone is doing a film that involves autism, they would have some connection to it. Like maybe they know someone who has autism or like so
Exactly.
like why did she include she didn't need to. Like to avoid if she didn't want to do all the research, she could have just had someone who's shy or something. I don't know, but
Mm-hmm.
she just like this is definitely on her for just like okay I'm gonna have a character with autism and I'm not gonna care about what anybody says and
Yeah, but it's also like on Sia, but also I think we need to like pressure also the actors and actresses
hmm
that have been on the set, because it's kind of like, okay, so you went along with this
yeah
whole script, but you didn't have a problem with it, which just for me is like there's a problem there that you don't understand. Like this is not okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the fact that it's nominated too for the Golden Globes, it's like, who? Is it just because it's controversial and that's why they put it on there? Like,
I don't understand the logic too, because of course there's gonna be those couple comments of like the design and the set and the colors are gorgeous and um, all that, the setting and stuff, but I just don't understand because the Rotten Tomatoes definitely did not like it. Multiple of articles actually didn't like it. They just did praise about the design, the setting,
mm.
like the colors,
Hmm.
and that's it. Not the acting, not the anything else. So I'm just here like,
Yeah.
why?
Yeah, because
Like,
it's nominated for Best Picture in the musical comedy category, which is a big award.
mm-hmm. And it just kind of just doesn't make sense because there's so many other movies that could replace that and be like, this is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't I don't understand.
I don't understand
Understand
either.
it. That's why I am really curious. Mika was like telling me about the people who decide these awards because I don't really understand.
Mm-hmm.
And you said it was like a mix of audience but also actors.
Yeah, and like I've seen a lot of like actors and actresses like taking pictures of saying, "Hey, I sent out
Oh,
my
okay.
votes." I feel like you're not supposed to do that, but they did, you know. But yeah, I don't know the whole entire system. It might have changed this year because of course
With
everything
COVID.
changes.
Technical problems. Yeah.
Hopefully, no offense, Sia. Well, actually, offense taken.
Yeah,
Like,
she should have.
I don't care. Like, you should not win this. Like, I'm sorry.
Definitely should not. I'm shocked by it overall. Wow. Yeah, it looks like I'm trying to like find out who more about these Golden Globe stuff. And it's like it has a schedule for sending out your ballots.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess maybe they send ballots to famous people and then they just send them back?
I think so. Maybe like famous people and also like well-known people that aren't really into the film industry. Maybe
Hmm.
not
It's
really
so
sure.
interesting because then they're like just keeping it all within a certain class, you know?
Exactly. And it's just, I just wish sometimes the audience, like us, could vote because it just makes sense. We are the ones that are watching such
Yeah.
shows. Like, and some of us really, like, not talking about myself, but like maybe some other people in the film industry want the opportunity to actually go in there and just be like, hey,
Hmm.
I voted for the Golden Globe Awards. It was great, exciting. Um, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
And it's also interesting to think about this is like an American award show,
Hmm.
but they call it the Golden Globes. Like
That's true.
that's so American of us to be like, we're the globe.
That's very true. I actually didn't think of that.
Because they do have like a foreign film section, but they're called foreign films, so that's still like with a Western perspective. I just think that's really funny.
No, that's very true. I wonder why they would call it the Golden Globe Awards when it's not the
Yeah.
Globe.
Ugh. Oh, America.
I know, right? Of course.
Was there anything else about the Golden Globes? Oh, Emily in Paris. I wanted to hear your thoughts about the fashion stuff.
Yeah, so it's a little bit crazy. I think it's weird how she wears all these outfits and that in Paris, where a lot of like what I've known, like a lot of people tell me that a lot of French people are very judgmental and like And like certain like outfits and style. It's kind of like once you see Emily, I'm here like, girl, what are you doing? Like, what is this? What's this outfit? Like, I would never wear that. Like, why would anybody wear that?
That's so funny. I'm like, I just searched it and there's so many like fashion magazines that are like talking about the outfits. It's so funny.
It's just, I don't know. Some of her outfits were okay, but
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I guess like for fashion, sometimes it's a good thing if you're like causing like some like, what is that? But it's for some of her outfits, it's not even like, is that fashionable? It's just like, I don't know, it's just like boring. Like there's one in particular, I want to show this picture. Let me see if
yes,
I can.
show it.
Just because I'm like, how do I make this bigger? Oh, here we go. Okay. So like this one on the all the way on the right, she's like with this dress and then just a leather jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Is this in the show or is this just the actress?
I actually don't remember some of these outfits.
Wait, maybe I. Okay,
No.
it says talks about dressing Emily in Paris.
Oh my gosh, that just means that I really did not care for her fashion. Like
Because
if I don't remember it, then I don't care.
yeah, like I feel like I like this pink one. I feel like that's cute, but
Mhm.
um,
That
just the
one.
one with the dress and a leather jacket. I feel like that's just so like everyone does. Well, not me, but lots of people wear that. It's not really fashionable. I don't know.
I just like I don't know, especially with the snake skin skirt. I'm just
Oh
here.
yeah.
Where's the coordination? Like with the purse, where is it? Like what is this? Like the how do you say you're like you go into like this business, you go into your office like
Hmm.
dressed like this.
Yeah. Is her job being like a fashion designer or something?
Not like a fashion designer, but she's like part of the marketing business for like the
Oh,
and
okay.
it's just like she does all these different she's kind of like an influencer.
Oh,
So she
okay.
goes in and gives like advice, but in an American point of view versus like
Okay. Yeah, it is just very American, this style. I feel like if this took place in LA or something, people would be like, "Oh, like I love her fashion," because
Mhm.
this is very LA to me. So
Yeah.
so it's just not Paris.
I don't know. That's just some of the fashion to me. I'm here like, is that really fashion? Like I've seen in magazines. Like, I don't understand that.
That's really, yeah, some of this stuff I'm like, oh, I told this to Mika. It's just very like the fashionable high school girl who's like quirky.
And then also Malaya was saying earlier the fact that why is it in the category of best musical slash
Oh yeah.
and it's not a musical at all.
Yeah. Why does the Golden Globes not have a separate category for musical? Was it just like they don't think there's a lot of musicals or something?
I don't know. There's definitely a lot of musicals
There's
that could have
definitely a lot they could have picked from.
yeah, and then I also think like there's way too many comedy series that is being excluded from this awards. Like
Hmm.
it just amazes me how many like they would have to pick. And then they're like, okay, let's pick these five that are just musical and comedy. Like, no.
Yeah, that's so
Where
weird.
where in Emily in Paris you see musical or that the singing like she's not joyfully singing like
Yeah,
throughout the whole
that's
entire
really
show.
funny. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
gosh,
Yeah, this is funny. The fashion.
it's just crazy to me. And some of these movies and like TV shows, I've never heard of.
Yeah, this makes me feel sad because I feel like I do love to watch movies and stuff. So I feel like I'm like, ooh, I'm a movie person, but then I'm like, wow, I have not seen a lot of these. So maybe I'm not.
Like, I kind of don't understand how they pick some of them because I'm here, like, I've never heard of small acts. Like, best
Mm,
television motion picture, or just
yeah.
some of them are just like, what? Where?
Oh,
How?
yeah. Yeah, that is interesting too, especially with COVID and there's not like the box office isn't really that big of a deal anymore because people can't go to theaters. So I wonder if that's like changed things too.
Yeah, and like even if I wanted to go to movie theaters, it's like that's central for COVID. Like that's just central.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
don't know. Like I'm that person who's very back away. Like if you have like some bacteria on the seat, like no.
Yeah.
I'll stand throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, I feel like to make theaters okay. I mean, that's harder in your area within like Boston because there's so many people.
That's true.
So like I was thinking like, oh, maybe theaters could open back up if they had like reserved seating and it was like every other row, but then it would sell it so quickly in Boston, like in cities.
I don't think like a lot of people go to the movie theaters though, even if you set it up like that.
Mm.
Everyone's just like, no, we're not interacting with the world. Like,
Yeah,
leave that to me, theater. I don't want
especially with like streaming services now. We're like, well, we can watch movies here. Like, why do we? I
to.
do miss the movie theaters though. Like, I love going there and like smelling the popcorn and like getting your butter and your popcorn.
The smell is so
Ugh,
good.
I miss movie theater popcorn.
I miss movie theaters. I miss traveling.
Yeah.
I miss walking around without feeling like scared. Like the pandemic, man. I just
Yeah.
can't. Like I don't know how some of y'all are just walking around casually with the mask on. Like I'm still having trouble with like talking with the mask,
Mm.
also being clear because I've had those moments where I'm talking to someone and they're like, "What?" and I'm here like, "I want an iced chai like
Yeah, your order, your Starbucks order. I
and then
want my chai latte.
exactly. And then they give me a macchiato, iced macchiato. And
Mm.
I'm here like, that's not what I wanted, but that's okay.
You need like a whiteboard to like write down your things.
Exactly. Oh my God. And then, oh my gosh, not to like interrupt this conversation, but one time I went to Starbucks and I was driving and like my mom wasn't feeling good. And so I was driving around and then I went through the drive through, right? And
Mhm.
then all of a sudden, like of course, I was just like, hi, how are you? And the guy was like, I'm good, how are you? And I was like, oh, I'm good. Can I have a grande chai latte? And like my mom will have a grande hot chai latte. And then he said, okay, that would be blah, blah, blah dollars. I kind of forgot. And then I heard him laugh. He was like, ha ha. And I was just
Wait, he was laughing at you?
I don't know if he was laughing at me, but like on the monitor, like you can totally tell like he was laughing.
Oh. Well, maybe his coworker was saying a funny joke. I don't
That's
think
what
he was
I keep on
laughing at
telling
you.
myself.
Yeah, I don't think. Hopefully he was not.
I
If he
hope not either.
was, I'll have to go over to that Starbucks.
Yes. Like that whole day I was just like,
Oh my gosh.
was it at me?
Oh no, crying the whole day because someone might have laughed at you.
Like again, like I don't really have a lot of like face to face interactions. So once I go out there,
Mm.
I'm feel like, oh my god, that person laughed at me. I forgot this is what society is like.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
continue, Coach. conversations, and then it's just so weird. I'm so antisocial right now. Like
For sure, for sure.
I can't process like once I go into a store, my anxiety would be like,
what do I need? What do I need? And do I need fruit? What?
Technical problems. Also, just really quickly, it's really funny how now we're meeting people with masks on, so you don't see the rest of their face. Like at work, it was just shocking when people would take their masks off, like to eat or something, and I'd be like, "That's what your face looks like."
oh my god, yeah, that's like I'm so scared because like whenever I have my mask on, I'm here like, oh my god, what are they gonna react? Are they gonna be like, ooh, or just be like,
Yeah, I'm like, do I look better? Because I feel like there are some people who look better with the masks on, and some people
yes,
better without. So I'm like, which am I? Like, do I look uglier when I take the mask off?
that's how
Like,
I say.
they're like, ooh, that's what she looks like.
Oh my god, yes, it's the fact that we even think about that is
I
so
know.
terrible.
That's
But
really sad, but I have to. Wait.
I can't. Oh my. Oh, wait.
We're seeing what we look like with masks.
I'm sorry. This was
There's like a silence of us. I feel like I look really different. Like just my eye section.
like this was just practice.
Oh.
Don't worry, this is not a mask. I am not.
Oh no, I feel like you look good with both.
Like honestly, okay. These people need to not like have sheer masks. They do not help. The fact that you think it's fashion, no.
Oh.
Like after the pandemic, after 10 years, and then make it fashion. I'm not. This is
Oh
not.
yeah. That's such a celebrity thing too. Or have you
Yeah.
seen people? Yeah, I've seen only celebrities do that. I'm like, that's like, why are these celebrities? It's
Oh my
like,
god, have you seen like Nikki
Nikita Dragon.
yes, and like they have like a little like mask cut out. It's like a shield. And
Yeah.
people and they were like, "Hi."
Oh God.
Thinking that it's like gonna protect them and I'm here like,
She's just had a
"No."
problem this whole pandemic. Like, just
Yeah.
everything she's doing is just don't do that.
I don't understand and I'm here like why? Why would you do this? Like this is not fashion. This is
Yeah.
not okay.
Okay. So yeah, we can go into random Rex now. It's funny, like
That was
I
a
feel like we
rant.
always talk about the pandemic, but we just have to. Like, it's still going on. We have to talk about it.
I know. Oh my gosh. And the vaccine people get it. Okay, so for our Rex,
Wait, Rex.
yay! Um, but we're gonna do something for Black History Month, and for my person, she was the first woman at UCLA from the faculty in the medical field. Let me actually pull this up because my notes are on my phone, which isn't really helpful. But anyways, we'll cut this silence out, right?
No, we're gonna leave it all in.
Oh my god! Okay, so much pressure. Okay, I'll try to speed this up. Oh my gosh.
I'm yawning over here.
So her name is Dr. Patricia Bath. And she changed the way like for eye care in the medical field, which I don't think a lot of people know. Of course, like some people don't really know a lot of stuff about the medical field.
Yeah, I'm very confused. I don't know what this means.
She became the first African American female doctor to be there, and it's just really, she contributed a lot to eye medicine, and I just wanted to give her not only a shout out, but like more a recognition, because not a lot of people think about her. And what I've researched, a lot of like medical schools don't really teach about her contributions, which is really sad. But yeah, that was my rap.
Yeah.
Hello, I wanted to re-explain myself here because on Zoom and the audio, and I just wanted to clarify myself. For Black History Month, I wanted to shine a light on Dr. Patricia Bath. She is one of the first African American women to complete a residency in eye care, specifically. Also, the first woman faculty at UCLA Eye Care Institute, and the first woman chair of the eye care program in the United States. She also is the woman that created the laser phaco probe, which then revolutionized the cataract surgery. And that was my person.
Thank you, Patricia. So my rec is a Black author that everyone should read or be aware of. Angie Thomas, her first book, The Hate You Give, is like, I feel like everyone knows that one. If you don't, you should read it. The movie came out, which was also really good, and I wanted to recommend her book On the Come Up, which is about a Black girl who wants to be a rapper. So it's just like about her journey through that. And it's like the audiobook is really good because you get to like listen to the raps, like she wrote out raps. And I think they're coming out with a movie, so I'm like super excited because they'll like probably make the raps that she wrote in the book like actual music. So like that's gonna be super exciting.
That'd be incredible.
Yeah, so I'm really excited for that movie because the movie that they made, The Hate You Give, from her book was really good. So I trust that they're gonna do it well.
I watched the movie, but I have read the book. And
Oh, good, Vika.
I know, I don't really read books, but
yeah. So yeah, that's why I recommend the audiobook if you can't read the books, because the audiobooks are really good too. So you can like do that while you're doing your work. And then a new book just came out by her called, I think, Concrete Rose, and it's about the dad from The Hate You Give. So it's like his backstory. So I'm excited to read that too. And that's my recommendation, everyone.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And what a great, wonderful birthday our podcast has had today. Yeah.
My God. Of course I tried to jump in and I could not. Everyone.
Sound music. Yay! Happy birthday again to our podcast. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone who's been listening for a year. And we're excited for this next year.
This journey.
Yeah. I feel like I was hoping that we would be in person eventually, but I feel like this podcast might be remote for a while because I feel like we're not going to be in the same state for a long time after I graduate.
That's so sad.
Hopefully someday we'll have a reunion in person.
We will definitely have a reunion. Hopefully we can travel somewhere all together.
Oh my gosh.
And you guys can join the listeners.
Vlogs! Woo!
Yay! My goodness, that would be fun.
Okay. Well, have a good day, everyone. Thank you for listening.